I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review, and this is another Patreon review. Actually, the last Patreon review for Broad Stipe, who he's one of the people that got one of the bigger tiers. That's why he's getting a couple of reviews. So thank you so much for that. Thank you to everyone who's done that. If anyone's ever interested in requesting pretty much any type of video or movie topic or review or whatever, you can either join my Patreon or send a request directly via my PayPal. The links are down below in the info box. I will get to them as soon as I can. Again, either Patreon or PayPal, either one is fine, and if not, no worries at all. But the film he wanted me to review this time is Wilderness from 2006. Now, this was for free on YouTube. I just type in the name of the movie, and the sad thing is, I had never heard of this film. I guarantee most people watching this video has never heard of this film. This is really good. This is really underrated. In fact, I don't want to give a lot away. Maybe if I get into spoiler section. This is kind of a teenage deal with juvenile delinquents, but also a little bit of a slasher, a little bit of the Hal Holbrook film Rituals. Maybe not that, but that type of wilderness slasher. Maybe not so much Rituals, but it just, the location they were at, the certain shots, I think that's what reminded me of Rituals. Like, there's a shot in Rituals where you have the characters and then you have the villain like really far back on a mountain watching down on him. And this is really good. It's very gory at points. I thought the actors, especially the lead, which funny enough, the lead, who I thought was a bit of a badass, he is Toby Kebbell. I'm like, I recognize this guy. This is the guy that played Doctor Doom in the Fantastic Four from 2015. Yeah, the film that I'm one of the only people that didn't mind the film. I did not mind that movie for what it was. It's flawed, but I didn't hate it like everyone else did. So yeah, he played Victor Von Doom. Oh, he was in Constant Island as well? He played Jack Chapman. And he was the motion capture for King Kong. Interesting. Did not know that. But yeah, he played Victor Von Doom in 2015. He did a really good job here. He was a badass, and I like the idea of the film. He arrives in this juvenile facility where other kids are humiliating these two. And again, this guy, he's new and he doesn't know, like, he's got an attitude, but not to the point where he was unlikable. Just more of, you know, don't mess with me. Like during this class early on, this guy goes, hey, show your anger on this dummy, and he goes up and literally rips the fucking dummy apart. So one of the kids that were bullied is found with his slit wrist, and one thing leads to another, and the kids are taken to this island for team building, where they find that there's a group of girls that are taken there as well. And then the slasher film survival movie starts up, and this killer has a bunch of dogs that will actually rip some people, including rip someone's throat out. He'll set up traps. One person gets it badly with a bear trap. These kids are sticking together trying to survive while this killer is coming after them. God, I don't know how much to give away. I thought the teens did their jobs fairly well. Like Toby Kebbell as Callum. I think he was a badass. There's a point later on where he's fighting the bad guy, and he's like, oh yeah, one more thing, I'm not here for a fucking fair fight. Hits him with a fucking axe. I think another moment that made me think of rituals is there's a point find a head on a pike, and Toby Kebbell gets pissed off about that, so he takes it off and killed one of the bad guy's dogs and put that fucking head on a pike and fucking screams out to him. Some of the kids are total assholes who get their comeuppance. Sean Pertwee, who I remember, he was in Event Horizon, he was in Dog Soldiers. He does another good job here as one of the, I don't know if you call them teachers, but one of the supervisors in the first act of the film, who helps take them to the island. It's not really a mystery to who the killer is, because even the movie kind of tells you early on who this killer is and why he's doing it. But it's one of those movies that I watch and I went, wow, it's not a bad looking film. There's some really cool looking shots. Like I said, like, there's shots in the distance where you see a figure, this tall, like, I mean, that far back, looking down at them and shooting fucking fire arrows at the kids. When the gore happens, it's fairly good. One person gets part of their face ripped off by the dogs. I said I wasn't going to do spoilers, but I guess I'm doing spoilers. But I couldn't help it. I just really enjoyed this movie. I was rather surprised. It doesn't have a stupid ending or a downbeat ending or a sequel bait ending. It's a movie where the actors do their jobs well. Like I said, it's not a bad looking film. There's some really good gore in it. It went at a fast pace. The characters, for the most part, actually stay together, and some of them, at least our lead, fights back at the end. I wish there was a little bit more. Maybe I'd get that when I did the true spoilers. But that's really my only issue, which is a nitpick. Other than that, I highly recommend this film. And it is for free on YouTube. I think it's like an hour and 40 minutes or so, give or take. Hour and 40 some minutes, maybe. But it didn't feel long at all. And this is from the director, which I was worried about this at first, Michael J. Bassett, who did Silent Hill Revelation. I went, oh shit. But then I looked back and he did Death Watch, which I talked about when I reviewed Outpost with Ray Stevenson. I really like Death Watch. It's a World War I film that's a ghost story. How the hell does the guy who did this in Death Watch do Silent Hill Revelation? What the fuck happened? Did he just get over his head? Or was there interference? I would love someone to ask them about this, that Silent Hill Revelation. I'm like, you did a really good job with this film. You did a really good job with Death Watch. What the fuck happened with Silent Hill Revelation? Where Carrie-Anne Moss turns to a fucking demon, and then her and Pyramid Head get into a fucking fist fight. As if it's fucking Street Fighter. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. But this is really fucking good. Get more into spoilers, starting now. Spoilers. The scenery of the woods and the landscape I found rather decent. I like that the lead character, he gets a little bit opposition, as in they don't trust him because, oh well, he killed a kid in the last place. But then this nice woman says, hey, what happened? He goes, hey, I defended myself. That's what happened. They can make up whatever they want, but that's what happened. I defended myself. I like that the girl, like, she was the leader of the women. She was kind of the Sean Pertwee type of character to watch over the women. I like that she wasn't mean or just a nasty bitch. Again, Toby Kebbell, he's able to kill some fucking dogs. He's able to what I was saying before, where I wish there was something more at the end. It's a pretty decent fight between him and the killer. And again, this is spoiler section. You find out the killer was the father of the kid who slit his wrist and killed himself. And then the kid's buddy, which the both of them were terrorized by some of these people, bullied, got the guy's father, hey, we're going to come over here, you come down and take care of him. And granted, a lot of them had nothing to do with it, which I appreciate that. I appreciate that our lead character was an outsider who had nothing to do with this, so it made it easier to root. If it was the guy who helped bully, I still be like, oh, I don't know, I don't really want him to die, but he's like, eh. But the fact that it's an outsider who just came in literally a day or two ago, and then this happened, made it even that much easier to root for the lead character, because he really didn't do anything wrong. And you know, I liked his attitude, his take charge, and his deal with some of these other assholes who were the bullies. He didn't step off. He wasn't a pussy. I mean, he has a decent fight at the end. I do wish, though, like, he stabs the guy in the back, and the guy's wandering off, and Toby, the guy who plays Callum, gets this crossbow. He's ready to fire it, but the guy kind of collapses and dies of his wounds. I wish there was just one more an exclamation point. An exclamation point where he shoots him, like, in the back or in the head or in the eye, like a final nail in the coffin. Like, just that one extra thing I think would have been great. Just, you know, fire arrows up the guy's ass or something, or like one through the chest and one through the head, double tap the motherfucker, crossbow style. That's the one thing I would change in the movie. Other than that, really highly enjoyed it. Underrated. No one ever I've never heard of this film. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of this film. And I know I'm praising it a bit. I didn't expect much, and fuck, I like this more than Deliverance. If you want to talk about wilderness survival stories. I know Deliverance gets all the praise, but I think this is a better movie. More exciting. Some of the gore surprised me, and yeah. Definitely a thumbs up for me. So again, if anyone's ever interested, it's on YouTube for free. If not, no worries. Thanks for watching, take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.